on, y'all? It's your boy 3 Stacks. I got some really spicy stuff for y'all today. So back in the day, if you play Yu-Gi-Oh for a long time, we used to just make decks from scratch. They were never name-based. You couldn't make something like, for example, Fire Fist. You couldn't make Infernities. We just had to take a bunch of random cards and just make them work. Like, I remember one of my first decks was a Fire deck, where I ran just like every good support card for Fire decks, and I just made a random Fire deck. I didn't know what to call it because it was just random fire monsters, stuff like this. So I wanted to make like kind of a deck like that, but it's a spin. So it's like Lightsworn, ABC, Snow. I can't name it, but it's a powerful deck, and it's so crazy. And I wanted to make one that's, you know, link based, where you can spam from the extra deck too, and make huge powerful fields with boss monsters, spam and overwhelm your opponent and give him too many problems to deal with at once. Because if you have one boss monster in the field, it's a bit easier to deal with, but when you have multiples and you have to worry about getting rid of the link monster, and then like you have so many resources from grave with Snow, Trick Clown, you know, the alphabets A, B, and C, it's just really clutch. So I guess we'll call this Lightsworn ABCs with a bit of a twist. So let's hop right into this deck profile. It is like very spicy. I'm playing 3 Gofus. This guy may get banned. I'm sure a lot of people have figured out by now that this is the easiest way to summon Decode Talker for free. So that's why I'm playing Gofu, because what I want to do is just get Decode Talker on the field immediately so that I can spam my ABC Dragon Buster and also my Minerva in the same turn. So, you know, one of my go-to fields, I want to spam both of these first turn. Obviously, if you don't have a link monster, you can only pick one. I don't want to pick one. I'm going to pick both. And at the end of the video, I will show you a combo where you can set up with your Buster and your Minerva at the same time. And you don't make Bujante Tsukiyomi. You make Minerva instead, because she's a lot better. And you'll still be able to make your Buster. But 3 Gofus, because these are instant link summon. Just really cool. That's the only reason why you play them, just to make your Decode Talker. So, that's that. Moving forward to the actual Lightsworn portion of the deck. Get a little closer for me. We're playing 3 copies of Lumina, my favorite Lightsworn, except for, you know, Minerva's the only exception. And 3 Raiden, really clutch. You know, he lets you get your meals without waiting for your end phase. 3 Wolf, the best card to mill in this deck. He's an overextender. He also gives you additional effect monsters for your link summon if you didn't open with Gofu. We also play 2 copies of Felice. Let me get these organized a bit. Alright, so back to what I was saying. So, sorry. Anyways, so we play 2 copies of Felice. Felice is very similar to Wolf, except Wolf is easier to pop off. Felice has to be sent by Minerva or any of your Lightsworn's actual effects. I've accidentally sent her off of Baby Minerva sometimes, which is just really cool. And sent her off of Garoth, which, you know, you set up your Garoth with Minerva and draw 5, or attempt to draw 5. It's happened where I've drawn 4. I have yet to draw 5 cards, but it's just the fact that the capability, you know, and the possibility that you can draw 5 with Garoth and Minerva, the Exalted Lightsworn, on the field. Because you'll activate Minerva's effect, try to draw 3, and then use his effect, mill, and draw again. And if you send Baby Minerva, you'll get to trigger his effect, because it's not once per turn. His effect is each time a card is sent from your deck to the graveyard by a Lightsworn monster, not by Solar Recharge and not by Charge of the Light Brigade, but by Lightsworns themselves. Garoth triggers every time. He's never once per turn, so there's no limit to him as long as you can keep milling. He's very broken, and he just draws. This is like the Minerva before Minerva came out. In tandem with that, we play 2 copies of Lila to out back rows. Bait Strikes. The only back row I'm truly worried about is Strike. This deck plays around Dimensional Barrier like a freaking beast. You Fusion, you XYZ, you Synchro, and you also Link. It's like, pick one. I have 4. And then also Baby Minerva, because she gives you the extra meals. She is also a tuner, which, you know, can be clutch sometimes. That is it for the Lightsworn portion of the deck. But I believe firmly in playing as many Lightsworns as you can. I did cut a couple Lightsworns, one of them being Celestia, just because this is not a pure build. It's more focused on, you know, it's halfway focused on ABCs and halfway focused on Lightsworns. But when you make Minerva, this chick right here, whether you mill Lightsworns or whether you mill your alphabets, either way she's gonna set you up for your combos. So I just think that she complements the deck well. Just she sometimes will get you to your ABC Dragon Buster by accident. Really cool. And next up for the monsters is obviously Triple A. Now, a lot of people underestimate ABCs. The way I've always played them, I call it Union Tag. Now, most people play ABCs to pump out Dragon Buster. And I promise, I've not seen anybody play ABCs this way. I love to use the A or B or C and equip it to my other A or my other B, or even if I have an ABC Dragon Buster, depending on my matchup. Like, for example, if I'm playing the True Draco matchup, obviously, you know, I want to make him unaffected by monsters and make him unaffected by traps. So I'm going to equip A to him and C to him, so that way Masterpiece cannot pop him. And also their True Draco back row, the trap, True King's Return, and Apocalypse cannot target or destroy him because he's unaffected. They would have to pop the A and the C first to get over it. So this deck can actually make an invincible boss monster just like True Draco's. Funny thing, Masterpiece tributes a monster in a trap, right? You make a Buster, equip him with A and C. He's unaffected by the same exact stuff that Masterpiece is unaffected by, because he's unaffected by monsters. He's unaffected by traps. I don't know why ABC players need to learn how to start playing this deck right, because A, B, and C are not here to summon your ABC Buster Dragon. He's here and he'll come out regardless. But what you want to do is play Union Tag. I call it Union Tag. A cool example is if you open with Gold Gadget, right? And you special summon, for example, if you special like Gold Gadget and then like a Silver Gadget. Let's say this was a Photon Thrasher, right? You special Thrasher, normal summon a Gadget, and then special summon your B. You can then, of course, you special summon your B to the field. You can then activate B's effect, equip it to gold. Then when you overlay Thrasher in gold, B will go straight to the graveyard, triggering its effect. That's what you call Union Tag. When you switch around your alphabets. And Union Hanger helps you to set up first turn. For example, you can equip a C, right? Make your guy unaffected by traps. And then next turn, you can special him, equip a B or an A, depending on the matchup. Like if you're playing, you know, a monster heavy deck like Lightsworn's, equip an A, and then unequip that A, special summon it. Or you can equip the A to something else, you know, if you wait, to make your guy unaffected by Fairy Tail, Snow, and Minerva. It's just really, really cool. I like the fact that the alphabets make your guys unaffected. So if you're able to actually summon an ABC Buster Dragon and equip him with the 3 alphabets, he is unaffected by monsters, he's unaffected by spells, and he is unaffected by traps. Now, what you're going to have to do to out him is either try to kill him by battle or kaiju him. Now, the first time he would be destroyed by battle, he will not. All 3 of your alphabets will have to go to the graveyard, not one at a time. That is the ruling, and it is not a lie. All 3 of them will go to the graveyard. So the first time you try to kill my Buster, when he has these 3 guys equipped to him, which is really easy, especially when you can make 2 Busters, you summon 1 Buster, use the second one, tag out, bring these 3 back, and activate their effects, equip all 3 of them to him. That's how you do it. And I'll show you guys if you think I'm tripping. But anyways, so when you have your Buster with all 3 of the alphabets equipped to him, he's unaffected by everything. Masterpiece can't do anything. You know, Darkhold can't do anything. Slumber can't do anything. Mirror Force, strike. You can't strike. You can't do anything. You have to try to attack over him by battle, or of course pop the alphabets. The cool thing, which when you pop them, their effects trigger. So if you try to attack over him by battle, all 3 of your A, B, and C will go straight to the graveyard, and you will trigger all their effects at once. A will be Chainlink 1, B will be Chainlink 2, and C will be Chainlink 3, because C is the least important. And if they want to strike, they can strike C, but the thing is, Buster's still here. And then all 3 of those get their effects to search, special, add from grave, and then banish all 3 of them, make another Buster anyways. So it's just so stupid the way the deck flows. It's broken. That's it for your alphabets. We do still play 2 gold gadgets and 2 silver gadgets, because when you open up with these, or a Photon Thresher and Union Hanger, you can still do the combo. But the only exception now is, in order to do it right, because we're in Elite format, you need a Gofu. So it's sad that you know, it's no longer a 2-card combo where you open up with a Gadget, a Thrasher, and a Union Hanger, right? Just, you did need those 2 cards in the past. Just a simple 2-card combo to make your Buster. Now it has to be a 3-card combo. You have to have Gofu in the mix. So if you open Gofu, a combo extender like Gadget or Thrasher, any one of the gadgets, and Union Hanger, you have your Buster, and if you're able to, basically you have your Minerva and your Buster. If you open up with any other random alphabet, I'll explain it later on in the video. But I promise you guys, this is a very, very great deck, and it's not even in theory. It actually works. It's very broken. It's not just like a, does this work? No, it does work. Double Thrasher. It's really, really broken. I like to play 2 of each of the combo extenders. I don't want to open up with multiples. The gadgets would be the only exception. But again, you know, you have 2 silver, 2 gold, which is perfect for me. And Double Thrasher, because you don't want to brick on them. And for more combo overextenders, this is definitely an overextender. I consider Thrasher and Gadget combo extenders. But this is an overextender. Snow. She lets you bait out things. And just booking problematic monsters is really, really cool on your opponent's turn, giving you clutch interactions. And sometimes when they kaiju you, you know, you can actually banish that kaiju to special summon Snow, so that they can't special summon a kaiju themselves. Or, you know, for example, if they, what's another like really, really random monster? Like, if they summon a monster that's very, very broken and, you know, it can't be destroyed by card effects, right? You can activate Snow to put it face down, then you can still destroy it because it's face down and this effect doesn't work. So Snow is really clutch. She also is a free level 4, so she can help you to overextend to either Link Summon, spam rank 8, spam rank 4, Synchro for 8, or just make your Minerva so that you can then make your ABC Dragon Buster right after. Sometimes I even use Fairy Tail Snow to make my free Digusto Emerald to put back my Buster Dragon and, you know, put back my Decode Talker so I can keep Link Summoning and keep spamming Buster. And the final combo overextender is Trick Clown. I'm not playing Clown Blade in this engine because I just wanted to minimize on the bricks, and because this is not, you know, a pure focused on Lightsworns, it's focused on getting the ABCs out. I didn't want to play Thousand Blades because I don't want to draw him. I don't mind drawing Trick Clown because they're always, you know, to get him in the grave. He's still a great level 4 to play, and he's just the exception. Thousand Blades is not an exception in this build. So that sums up the monsters. Next up, we're playing 3 of these shiny, reprinted Union Hangers. ABCs are finally able to go, you know, all holos. We also played 3 copies of Optimus Prime. Just really, really clutch. One of these is common. I have a limited number of super terraformings, but I definitely will pick up more. But I think I might just wait for the Ultimate Rare reprint, which is coming in the OTS pack. But yeah, 1 common. So it hurts my balls, but it's okay. But 3 copies of Optimus Prime, 3 Union Hangers, your 6 ways to just, you know, spam, summon your Buster. So these spells are just really, really broken and important. And Union Hanger is really clutch because it not only lets you spam and summon Buster, but depending on your matchup, as I was saying, if you're playing, like, let's just say, for example, you're playing spell books, right? Obviously, all their spells, it's just a deck full of spells. So when you use Union Hanger, you may want to equip your monster with B to make it unaffected by spells so they cannot Spellbook of Fate you. For example, just for example, if you're playing Paleozoics, you might want to equip your C to your monster so that they can't, you know, hit any of your stuff with their back row because obviously their deck is solely traps except for the 8 frogs. So it's really, really cool. And when you're playing True Dracos, you just want to make your guys unaffected by traps and unaffected by monsters because their spells don't really hurt you. Their spells are pure draw power. And the other spells like the True Draco Heritage and the Disciples, they can only target spells or traps. So they can target your A and B that's equipped to your guy. But the thing is, your monster that they were equipped to is still living. So it's really cool. And it just makes them waste more resources on popping these guys. And then their effects still go off in grave. So it's really, really broken. But yeah, you definitely want to make a Buster. Equip him with A and B. I'm sorry, with A and C. That way Masterpiece can't out him. And their True King's Return and their Apocalypse can't out him either. So this deck has great synergy going against many decks. It has a very, very great matchup against everything pretty much. The only exception would be Winter Cherries, but I don't really think people are going to be playing Busters in their extra deck as a Cherries target. Because I don't know if ABCs will make a comeback. But I just wanted to showcase this because I haven't shown y'all ABCs. The last time y'all saw ABCs was my ABC Artifact build and also my ABC Paleozoics. Y'all be sure to check that out because that's also another deck that has not been tried before. ABC Paleozoics. It was just really clutch. I was playing a 60 card deck obviously when grass was at 3. And it was just so clutch. But y'all check that out because we have a lot of creative decks on this channel that you cannot find anywhere else except on this channel. And you can look it up on YouTube and you'll only find my channel with that build. For example, my Mage Spectre Paleozoics. You guys go on YouTube right now. Look up Mage Spectre Paleozoics. You will find one build on Mage Spectre Paleozoics. That is mine. Because that's what we do. We don't do anything that anybody else has done. Moving forward with the spells. We're playing Triple Dank. The sauce right here. This is so clutch. Deck thinning is important. Everything that's important is at a 3 of. So this is just an overextender. It helps you to, you know, make your good hands more broken. Or if you had an awkward hand, it fixes your hand. So it's never bad in this deck, especially because you're playing so many different engines. You could banish all of your A's and you still have Lightsworns. You can banish, you know, 1 too many Union Hangers, right? You still have Lightsworns. You can banish your most important Lightsworns. You still have some Lightsworns left and you still have the A, B, and C. You still have Snow. Like if I banish my 2 Snows, that might hurt me because she'll help me later on in the game. But sometimes you're just summoning Buster and Minerva puts so much pressure on the board that your opponent has 2 turns to make up his mind and then he'll die. So moving forward with more draw power, we are playing 3 copies of Solar Recharge, which is pretty broken because it sometimes sends your A and B or your C to the graveyard after drawing from your Lightsworns. Really clutch. I just love the synergy of this deck. It flows very well. 2 Charge of the Light Brigade and the 1 Rhoda. These are 3 extra copies of, you know, Garoth or Raiden, or this can be another Photon Thrasher, for example. and also 1 reasoning broken, 1 monster gate. When you resolve these, you get so far ahead, it's ridiculous. Of course, these are much better in Infernoids because a lot of their monsters can't be normal summoned or set, but they're still broken in this deck as well. And the 1 soul charge to sum up the main deck. It's really broken. And again, I'm gonna show you guys the combo at the end of the deck profile. 1 Decode Talker for the extra deck. I went to this little Yugioh Day tournament yesterday, and we all got structure decks with Link monsters in them, Honeybot, Link, Spider, and Decode Talker, and that's how I got my Decode Talker. So unfortunately, I only have 1. I would definitely pick up more so I can have at least 1 copy of him in all my other decks. Say what, babe?
So you got my phone?
Yeah, I got you. Here. So yeah, I would definitely pick up more copies of Decode Talker because I'm going to have 1 to 2 of him in every single one of my decks that need an extra deck. I might play 2 of him in my Gym Nights because they need it. And moving forward, we also play 3 copies of ABC Dragon Buster. This guy looks like a child's toy, but don't underestimate the power of this card. He puts a lot of pressure on the board. And also, if you didn't open with Gofu and your Lightsworns set you up, like your Lightsworns milled your alphabets to the grave, and you had, Union Hanger, for example. Union Hanger and Wolf, the Lightsworn Beast, it's still really clutch because you can still make, your Minerva and then set up for Buster. Or, for example, if you make Buster and, that's your only 1 extra deck slot, when you tag out, you summon A, B, and C, which are 3 effect monsters. Send all 3 of them to the graveyard to link summon for your Decode Talker. Then A, B, and C's effects trigger all at once. Set up your chain links. Then you can bring another Buster from your extra deck anyways, and also summon your Minerva. So Buster Dragon is just really, really broken. There's another Link monster that's coming out that only requires 2, which I'm going to put into this extra deck as well. But we're playing the 3 Busters. Double Minerva. I actually do have 3 Minerva. When I update my Lightsworn Phantom Knight build, I'm going to showcase it with 3 Minervas because I just felt like 2 wasn't enough. I told you guys that, and I have my 3rd Minerva right here, as you can see. Moving forward, we are playing 1 copy of Daigusto Emerald to recycle your ABC Dragon Busters, and also to recycle your Decode Talker, so that you can keep Link summoning, of course. We play 1 Gear Giant X, 1 Castel, because he's an XYZ that ditches both his materials. Sometimes if you have an A and a B trapped under the same XYZ, you need to get rid of both of them. And Castel's, spot on removal. We also play Dweller because it's a staple. For Synchros, I play double Omega. I am going to pick up my 3rd. I picked up a 2nd one yesterday. I'm definitely going to pick up a 3rd. One of these is the reprint, and one of these is the actual, expensive one that was expensive but went down in price. I'm pretty sad about that, but it's okay. Double Omega. 1 Crimson Blader, because if he kills a monster by battle, your opponent cannot summon level 5 or higher, period. So that means Dracos cannot get a field presence. Pure True Dracos. Zodiac Dracos is a different story, but Pure True Dracos cannot tribute summon because it says summon level 5 or higher. It doesn't say special. This guy's not like Ophion. He just says you can't summon level 5 or higher. So you just, you basically steal a turn from True Dracos. And they may try to summon with their trap on your turn, but you have so many ways to disrupt their plays. It's just ridiculous. It's very ridiculous. But also, remember that if they can't normal summon, a Knuckles or an Ignis Heat, obviously on your turn, they can't activate True King's Return and try to tribute for Masterpiece. So you prevent them from getting their Masterpiece. If they want to be stupid and set a spell and a trap and tribute both of those, they're still going to have to wait. But nonetheless, it keeps them from getting their field presence. In addition to all that, they may activate True King's Return and try to summon from the graveyard. You could just pop that, or you can even, the monster that they summon, you could book it with Snow. It's just really stupid the way you can just shut them down and make sure that they don't get to play. So this deck has an incredible True Draco matchup. 1 Black Rose and 1 Michael to sum up the extra deck. And now, the combo. So, let me pull out the cards that you need. So you do need at least 1 alphabet in your hand. I know it's a strange combo. You no longer can do the 2-card combo. I understand that. It makes me sad too, but please understand it's no longer a 2-card combo. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't open Photon Thrasher and Union Hanger and summon Decode Talker. You cannot do it. I'm sorry. So it's going to require more cards if you guys want to do it, but I will show you how to do it if you want to know. So let's say, for example, you had a Thrasher or a Gold Gadget. We'll do a Gold Gadget, right? Actually, Gold Gadget is perfect for this combo. And of course, you're going to need your Union Hanger. And I'm sorry, like I said, you do need actually an alphabet in hand to do this right. Which is pretty cool because everything that you need for this combo is at multiples. You play 4 gadgets and 3 of the other cards. So it is very often going to be live. And let's say like you open with a B, for example. Just for example. So what you're going to do, obviously, for this combo, you're going to special summon Gofu, activate his effect, bring 2 tokens, send Gofu and those tokens away, summon your Decode Talker, and then you're going to activate your Union Hanger. You're going to use this effect to search, And what you are going to search for is your A assault core. You're going to then, and Decode Talker's here. We're doing it a little backwards. I know he's supposed to be in the front, but just for example, bear with me. Normal summon silver, special summon A, activate Union Hanger's effect, equipping C. From your deck to your grave, from your deck to A, you're gonna overlay these two monsters, summon Minerva, and obviously because he's supposed to be the other direction, this is in his link zone. Just bear with me. It's for example. I don't need to hear no hate comments for no reason. Alright, so Minerva's right here, right? She's in this zone. And C goes to the graveyard because of its own effect, which will then special summon your B. Now B will not go to Decode Talker's zone. You're going to then activate Minerva's effect to send detaching A, and B's already on the field, and then you're gonna mill 1, 2, 3. If you mill Lightsworn, you're gonna draw 3 cards off of this combo. So you're gonna end with 4 cards in hand, which is pretty broken. It's just really real. It's really broken. So activate her effect, mill 3. I'm not gonna do the mill. This is just an example combo. Then you're gonna banish B from the field, A and C from your graveyard, and summon your ABC Dragon Buster to Decode Talker's, this is my left, his right, to his right-hand zone. So you end your field with Minerva and Bustard. And what gets more broken, because of the new restrictions of Link format, you can actually control 6 monsters. So with Decode Talker being here, you can tag out using your Buster Dragon, summon all 3 of these guys, and if your Minerva happened to die and you accidentally milled 1 too many wolves, normally if you mill 2 wolves, right, in original format, if you mill 2 wolves, you would only be able to summon 1 because you can only control 5 monsters. But this guy, for some reason, you can have him and still have 5 regular monsters. So if Minerva dies, right, and you accidentally mill a wolf and a Felice, you'll summon both of them to the field. And you clear your opponent's field, and next turn you're going to make literally the same board. Minerva and Buster, Minerva, Buster, Minerva, Buster. If you need alternative fields, like if your opponent has an established board, you can Black Rose them, you can Michael for removal. You can even Dweller to cock block your opponent's Dinos and your True Draco back rows. So that is how you do the combo. We will figure out better ways to do the same thing, more alternative methods. That is, unfortunately, is the only way that I know how to do it right now, because I came up with this myself, so it's kind of just like I'm doing the best that I can with the resources that I have. But that is how you do it. And so that is my deck profile. God bless you guys. Make good choices. Don't hurt your brain cells. Remember where this came from. It's an awesome deck, and I believe that it's just very powerful. The problematic monsters are real, and spamming those boss monsters is really clutch. And being able to still summon from your extra deck. A lot of people spoke too soon. I remember I told you guys in so many of my videos, when Link format starts, it's only gonna get faster. I played Yu-Gi-Oh since like the begin when Synchros came out in 5Ds. Everybody was like, oh my god, so many people wanted to quit Yu-Gi-Oh. Somebody's an OG here, somebody knows. In 5Ds, when Stardust and Red Dragon Archfiend and Ancient Fairy and Black Rose, Power Tool Dragon and Blackwing Dragon, when all those came out, people were like, no, the game's too broken, I want to quit. And guess what? Synchros are nothing now, because when XYZs came out, people were like, oh no, I want to quit. This is horrible. Then when Pendulums came out, people were like, oh no, I want to quit. And now Links are coming out. People are like, oh no, I want to quit. You guys don't even realize that the game has only got faster. 5Ds signified that the game was speed up. 5Ds, it got faster. XYZs, the game got faster. Pendulums, the game got stupid fast. Link format, you are going to lose your freaking mind trying to figure out what's going on. It's only going to get faster. Thank you guys so much. Y'all have a wonderful day. Peace.